Hi guys, my name's Ben and welcome to my very first landscape photography vlog. And can I just say, look at the conditions. We had like a whole day of snow yesterday and it's amazing. So yeah, I've been doing landscape photography for quite a while now. I'll throw a few pictures up for you to have a look at. But I haven't really done any vlogging yet, and it's something I've been meaning to do for quite a while. So and recently I found myself with heaps and heaps of free time, lockdown, so I thought I might as well give it a go. Yeah, normally you'd find me in the Peak District photographing the Peak District, what else can I say? So yeah, but today I'm sticking local, emphasis on the word local, and I'm in a woodland which is about a 5-minute drive from where I live, called Thieves Wood. And to be honest with you guys, I've never seen it looking so pretty. I've already got a couple of ideas of where to go and take some photos today. So yeah, let's go. So I've just come out onto this track here and I think it just looks really beautiful. Take a look at the track leading up through this really snowy group of trees. I'm actually on my way to another location now, so I'm going to come back here in a bit because I know it's going to stay like this for a while. It's nice and cold out here, the snow's not going anywhere, so I'm just going to go and find this tree that I was looking for in particular, just because I think where it is, it might have a bit more sun on it, and I just don't want any of the snow that might have fallen onto it to melt. So yeah, about a couple of minutes walk there now, so I'll be there in just a second. I'm absolutely boiling, guys. It's got to come off, it's got to come off. It's funny how the snow can make you feel like you need to wrap up. You do, obviously, but once you're out walking like I do, you just get so hot so quickly. But once you've stood still for a while, it's always good to have your layers on. So you can probably see from what's behind me what my photo is going to be. It's of this beautiful oak tree in the middle of Thieves Wood. I actually saw this tree the other day when I was on my walk, and I thought it would make a good photo in the right conditions. And we've definitely got the right conditions today. We've got snow and we've got fog. I mean, the woodland photographer's dream is to have, or the ideal conditions for the woodland photographer is to have either, like just even one of those on any particular given day. But today we've got both, which is just the dream. Now, what the snow does and the fog, it just helps to simplify the scene. In the woodland, it can be really chaotic with everything going on, which is lovely to walk through, but you just can't relay it into a photograph very well. Well, I can't anyway. So yeah, when I came the other day, also this path as well wasn't very nice. It was just beige and it just drew your attention away. It's not very nice, but the snow has just it's not completely covered, but it's covered enough that I think it's not going to draw your attention too much. So this image as well, what I really like is the sort of left to right balance. What I mean by that is that this oak tree is leaning from the left to the right, which your eyes will follow. and then your eyes will also follow this broken branch that's really cool, coming down to the right as well. And then it's like a zigzag. The path will actually lead your eyes off into the distance, which is really nice, into the fog. So yeah, I'm going to take the image now. My settings, I'm on f11, ISO 100, 1/5 of a second, and I've also turned exposure compensation on. And what that means is I'm essentially letting a stop more light in. So just a bit more light in to get these whites of the snow nice and bright. What the camera will do is it will think that the snowy areas are overexposed, and you'll end up with grey and dull images. So I'm going to take the photo now, and I'll throw it up on the screen for you, and I'm then going to go off to that path that I told you about earlier. And also, a couple stopped me earlier and had a little chat with them, socially distanced, don't worry, and they mentioned that there was a big part of this woodland that's all mainly beech trees, which I think is going to look really cool in the snow, so I'll head up there later as well. So yeah, let's take the photo. 2-second timer on. Yeah, looks great. I'll throw it up on there for you to see, and we will go off to that path now. Hi guys, look, I have to apologise. I'm actually at a slightly different location to the one I was talking about earlier and the one I showed you about. I went there and it was just a bit too foggy really, which is weird because you wouldn't like I said, fog's the woodland photographer's best friend, but it was too foggy and you couldn't really see much. And I've just walked down the track a bit. It's the same track, but I've just walked down a bit and I've seen this nice little curve going round like that and up. And I think I'm going to take a shot of this. So yeah, it looks really nice. So I'm going to set up and yeah, we'll see what it looks like. So I'm just making my way over to that beech forest that I talked about earlier, and I just thought I'd give you a bit more information about the woodland that I'm in now. So as I said before, it's called Thieves Wood, and once upon a time this woodland would have actually been part of Sherwood Forest, a massive forest in the north of in Nottinghamshire, which is where I live. Now this would have been hundreds of years ago in Robin Hood's days. Was he real? Was he not real? Some people think he wasn't real, but I really hope he was. Anyway, so that's when this woodland would have been connected to Sherwood Forest. And unfortunately, over the years, Sherwood Forest has shrunk in size massively, ridiculously. I will do a video in Sherwood Forest at some point, in what's left of Sherwood Forest. But anyway, today, Thieves Wood is where we are, so, and to be honest with you, it's more of a plantation, really, so it's not a natural woodland, even though it's still nature, and it's still lovely to walk around. Now, plantations are normally, especially in the UK, pine trees, And personally, I'm not a massive fan of pine trees for photography. They're just a bit too boring, really. They're just straight, uniform, which can be good for some photos, but I much prefer a tree with character. And just have a look. So there's some pine trees behind me there, just a bit straight and boring. Anyway, so yeah, I prefer a tree with character. And actually, I just thought on my way to the beech forest I would stop off at a tree that I'd actually photographed the other day. It's really cool. It's not too far from here. In fact, actually, it's just over there. So I took a photograph of this tree the other day. Let me just get up there and I'll show you what I mean. It kind of sticks out as being really interesting. It's got a lot of character. I'll shut up about it and actually show you it. So it's just here, look. And I'm not sure whether it's going to be very good in the snow. I'm going to have a quick look. But I took a photo of it a couple of days ago, and when I was here, it was really, really sunny and like with bright blue skies, which just isn't great for photography normally. But actually, because it's winter, it was casting a side light onto this tree. And I will put the picture that I took up of it now, so you can have a look at how amazing it looked. But got some squirrels running about. Got some squirrels running about behind me, knocking snow down. But yeah, so just have a quick look at this. It's amazing. I don't know if it doesn't really appeal to me in the snow actually, so I'm not going to take a photo of it today. But this just goes to show how different weather conditions can make different subjects look completely different. I've said different so many times. But yeah. Still though, what a beautiful tree. Just because it doesn't make a good photograph now doesn't mean that it's not beautiful. Just looks so cool. And I really thought that the picture I just showed you, I thought at the time it just reminded me of something from Lord of the Rings. So cool. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave this for now. And I will come back to this tree at some point. But to me, it just doesn't really work in the snow. So I'm going to leave it. But I hope you enjoyed the picture that I took the other day, though. Right, let's crack on. I've actually photographed this beech woodland before. I completely forgot until I got back here, and I'll put a picture up on the screen for you. When I came it was really foggy and there was still some sort of autumnal leaves on the floor, but today I think I'm going to try and find that same composition but in the snow. I just can't remember exactly where I took it. We will find out though, but I think this is going to be, I think I'm going to have a cracking photo here, guys. I'll just have a little walk around then, and I'll be back with you when I'm all set up and ready to take a cracking photo. See you in a second. Lovely cup of joe. No, seriously though, look at that. I feel like I say that a lot, but what a treat. Now, I think I might have found a similar place to where, well, it's the same place as where I took the last photo, but probably not exact same position. But that's fine, because I've actually chosen to do a panoramic of this woodland. I've got my 35mm lens on again. I just feel like that's the best focal length for this. And what I've done is I've made sure my tripod's as level as it can be, and my camera has actually got a leveling, like a gyroscope, and it helps you level out the camera so it's nice and straight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take maybe 5 or 7 photos. I'm going to pan around, and then when I get back into Lightroom, I'm going to merge them together. I just think it's going to make a really, really nice scene. I had to be really careful though when I was choosing where I was going, like where to take the photo from, that I didn't trample the ground, leave loads of messy footprints. But I think I'm going to be okay. So, the good thing with this, the best thing to do when you're doing a panoramic, is set your focus point and leave it where it is. And I've done it to a tree just over there. And also just leave all your settings the same on every photo. It just helps when Lightroom blends them together for it to be nice and just helps it work better. So, just turn that live view back on. I am at 1/15 of a second, f11 again, and ISO 100, and again I've got that exposure compensation on. So I've got my 2-second timer on as well, so I'm going to take 5 to 7 photos. So first one, just focusing on that tree there. Right, that first one's done, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slowly spin my camera around, just making sure that the left-hand side, I'm going left to right, so the left-hand side of this next shot is slightly overlapping with the last shot. Because otherwise you can't really blend it. That's number 2. Number 3. Number 4. I'm going to do 5 actually. Number 5. And now I'm going to obviously throw that on the screen for you to have a look at. And I really hope it's come out nicely. I think it will have. I think it will have come out really nicely. Like I said, the really important thing to remember when you're doing a panoramic is make sure your tripod is level. Lightroom's really, really good at sorting out photos that aren't 100% level, but it's just more of a fail-safe really. So when you go back into Lightroom, you know that it's going to come out nicely. Right, so I think that's it for today. I'm going to head back to my car to drive home. 5 minutes away, remember. I'm staying local. And if I do take any more photos on the way, I will put them at the end of the video. I'll do a little slideshow for you. Yeah, so I just want to say thank you so much for watching my first landscape photography vlog. I've really, really enjoyed doing it. And going forwards, I want to do maybe 1 or 2 videos a month, just to see how it goes, and then maybe after a couple of months doing a few more, but we will see. So just, if you really liked this video, or if you just liked this video a little bit, please feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel, because there will be more content coming. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye.